Hey little sloths, it's me, Nick Avocado. I'm back home. I'm home. Hello, I'm back home from Burger King. I'm home. Hello, and this is hot and steamy, cause we're eating nuggets and noodles while celebrating my life for getting that off my chest. It just feels so good. It just feels so good. I can't even tell you. It just feels so good to expose Trisha Paytas. And it's not like I'm trying to like, oh yeah, let's make her feel bad today. Let me just think of this. You know, I've been holding these feelings for years. And it feels so good for people to know what really happened. So people can stop bombarding me and hopefully she apologizes or something. Just ridiculous. The little mind game she played with me. You saw the video. If you didn't, it's on my main channel. I just published it. Today's a celebration. Because it's a big sense of relief. When you're a small channel just starting out, you don't know how to deal with this. You feel played, you feel used, you feel like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? She thought she could step on me and get away with it because she didn't know I would get 1 million followers one day. She, you know, and I didn't want to be that person that like used her for views. Now that I get my own views, we will tell you what happened. So, I'm just celebrating with chicken nuggets. These are spicy chicken nuggets from Burger King. I'm about to go into the kitchen to make my favorite, you guys know I'm a happy day. My favorite food is Korean fire noodles with cheese and butter. So I'm gonna go to the kitchen and make this and I'll be right back. Yee, I'm so excited. And I got chopsticks, like real chopsticks today. Usually I use those wooden ones. The ones that come for free in Chinese food. These are nice ones. I'm so excited. Let me show you what this looks like really quick. So grab some food if you haven't done so already. We're gonna hang out for the next half hour or so. I don't know how long I end up talking for in this video. But just spending time together and being happy. I just feel such a burden released from my heart. It feels so good. It feels so good. And you know, there's probably people, I'm only gonna do 4 because I don't think 5 will fit. There's a lot of people watching this video who, you know, they also harbor onto secrets. Before we begin, do this with me. We're gonna breathe in and breathe out. Do it with me. School, the boss, the kids, the husband cheated again, your pants don't fit because you gained some water weight. I mean, listen. Please do it with me, come on. Life is good, so let's make these and then we'll begin the show. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, look at these noodles. Oh my gosh, don't go everywhere. Oh my gosh, yeah. Go over here, go over here, go over here. Ooh, this is a lot. A lot. I love cheese. Ooh, come over here, come back. I love cheese. I love cheese. I love cheese. Yes, I do. Do I like spice too? I love spice. Spicy. Ooh. Oh my God, just look at this. Just look at this. The more you do this, the more you get the air out, so it's not as like hot and steamy. This is basically the best way to cool it off. You just stretch it up, you get the air through. Follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back. I am already sweating from the heat. Sweating, but I mix this around really good because I like to, oh my gosh, I just need a bite right now. Cheers to a wonderful day, a wonderful cheesy eating show. Oh. You know when you go all day without eating, which is what I did today? Not on purpose. Well, it was on purpose because I knew I was going to film this video. Oh my god, it's so spicy. I need some ranch in there. Ooh. And you take that first bite after going all day without eating. It's amazing. Let's move this out the way. Let's put ranch here. Oh my god. Mmm. Mmm. I'm so excited. So, on my Instagram, I'm going to be answering your questions. Now, thousands and thousands of you guys ask questions. I can't pick every... Some of these questions are really inappropriate, but let's just go for it. Let's just do it. Here we go. One more bite, please. One more bite. Here we go. You really have to pull and stretch this cheese. Mmm. 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 Delicious, delicious. It's very clumpy now. Mmm. Oh. Oh, it feels so good. Oops. The hiccups are coming. Okay. Let me answer your questions. Who is your favorite person you've ever collaborated with? Asked Jimmy77555. That's a hard one. But probably my best friend, Carly Steele. If I had to choose one, everyone was great, basically. Does your pussy stink? I don't have a pussy, so no. What's your least favorite foods? Beans, mushrooms, cottage cheese, sweet stuff, desserts, cakes, cupcakes, ice cream, cookies. You guys know what my favorite is, though. Ooh. Cheesy. Am I bipolar? No. Why do you say that? Can we mukbang together? Shout out to Rosemary. Hi. Maybe we will one day. What would your next mukbang be? Wow. I already filmed it. Today was a very special day. This is my second mukbang of the day. The one I filmed earlier today, I'll publish tomorrow. It was a special day. I filmed 2 today because I was so happy and relieved. How did you know you were gay? I got a boner looking at a boy in 1st grade. That's when I first remember. And I asked him to draw a pee-pee on the desk. He drew it in pencil and then erased it before Mrs. Thompson came down. So there's a guy named Jason. He was in my kindergarten. And I remember we used to play outside in recess and he would get a line of sweat over his lip and they were like little bumps. And I used to get so aroused looking at the sweat above his lip. Jason. He was an exchange student from London. It was that early on. But I really didn't know how to process those feelings. I'm like, you know what, in 1st grade, no. I have no idea. Then by the time I turned into middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, everyone started calling me gay. And I didn't like that because they said it in a very mean way. Like, you're gay. Oh, he's gay. Oh, he's gay. He's gay. I'm like, then I didn't want to be gay, but I didn't even know if I was. I was very confused. And then I tried to convince myself it was a phase. Well, by the time high school came along, after dating a few girls, then I was like, no, this is who I am. Luckily, my parents were supportive. There's some people in this world who just, for whatever reason, they think who you're sexually attracted to all of a sudden determines so much as a child-to-parent relationship. It's very sad to me, and I don't understand it. A lot of religions are to blame for that. I mean, that's the main reason as to why people think it's bad, because we've been taught that it's bad. So, interpretations of religion. So, anyway, my parents didn't interpret God's word that way. They interpreted it, if God didn't like it, he wouldn't have made it, you know? And they knew since I was 2 years old. They got lots of signs. How are you so confident? Hi, BB Burry. Sometimes I'm not, though. Like right now, I feel such a huge relief because the video I made about Trisha today on my main channel, I was very intimidated. And I have never seen someone do that to me in my whole life. I've had issues with people. I've never had that ever happen to me. Where somebody deliberately tried to make me look terrible in front of so many people. And just do sneaky stuff like that. I've never, so I wasn't confident in that situation. I was like, oh my God. That's why I was very apologetic. So sometimes I'm not. But, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I guess thank you, but sometimes I don't feel confident, so I'm kind of confused how to answer. Do you think you'll ever go on tour? Hi, Jordan. Maybe I would love to. Mukbang tour with Mukbang King. Although I would love to have some Mukbang queens joining me. That would be really fun. I can think of a bunch that I would like to do it with. Spilled the tea already. I know, this is the day beforehand, so I haven't spilled it yet. You guys, I was trying to be very, very respectful. You know, I didn't want to deliberately post it knowing that it's her birthday, and, you know, sometimes birthdays are a big deal to people, sometimes they're not. Regardless, I want people to take it seriously, not try to fish for little things as to why they could discredit me and my feelings. So thank you for waiting. I wanted Trisha's birthday to go away. Well, not go away, but, you know, pass by. So that I could share my truth once and for all. Hi from Serbia. Hello. Have you ever eaten a pussy? Have I ever eaten pussy? No, I haven't. And if you were, how old were you? Yeah, I didn't. Do I prefer Florida or Los Angeles? I know, I don't really like either very much. I'm actually about to leave Florida, in case you don't know. I'm going to Pennsylvania for temporarily till I find a new state to live. For all I know, it might stay Pennsylvania. I've never lived there, you know, for a period of time with my husband, and everything's through us as a team. I don't make any decisions without his consult. He doesn't make any decisions without my consult. Sounds like lawyers over here, but it's true. Are you happy doing mukbangs? I love mukbangs. Foxy boy, I love them. I get a feast, I get a chat, I get to hang out with people. I'm very blessed that this came into my life. For my friend Carrie, she's the one who told me to do it, and I know I still need to collab with her. What advice do you have for people in their 20s? Well, Sabrine, I'm also in my 20s, and my advice is, excuse me, make mistakes, take risks, take chances, get sloppy, get messy, and learn and have fun. I mean, I'm 27, but in 3 years I'll be 30, and I'm gonna be like, well, I'm 30 now. There's no excuse anymore. 20s is your time to get dirty and make mistakes. Don't have a bunch of babies with a bunch of people that you don't really know. That's something it breaks my heart seeing girls do. They're so pressured into it, and then they also want it, but they don't really. They still live with their parents. There's no need to have a child. A child is not an object. It's not a purse. It's not a pair of shoes. It's 18 years of commitment minimum. Minimum. And if you stop caring about your child when they're 18, then what the heck was that for? It's a lifetime love. And people are not financially ready. They're not stable in the head. They're not mentally prepared. They're screwing a bunch of guys that don't even give a crap about them. I feel really... No, I was adopted, okay? And I'm so happy I was. Had I stayed with my original parents, I mean, my life would be so different in very negative ways, because the parents are responsible for the child's outlook on life, the way they interpret things, the way they learn their skills. I mean, yes, there's also things that you're inborn with. You have a unique DNA, genetical traits. Is that a word? Genetics? Genetical? But a lot of it's nurture. It's probably 50-50, and it can make all the difference. So... I think nowadays, women are a little less pressured to be baby-making machines. They start holding jobs. They start doing what they want to do. But at the same time, biologically, you don't want to wait till you're 40. I mean, that becomes risky. So don't turn 20 and think you have to make a bunch of babies. Live your life. 27 is still perfectly fine to be a mother. But that gives you 7 years of trial and error, and really knowing if this man is someone you want to call your baby's father. Just think about it. I mean, I'm a man. I know the drive for women, it's innate, because we are animals, but literally, we're fucking machines. But that's what I say. Hey, hun, love you so much. Can I send you a pair of boxers? Ooh. Well. Look at this same person asking about if I'm eating the puss. Do you and Orlin want kids someday? As of now, no. I can't see myself. I'm not ready. I'm not financially stable. Excuse me. Even though, I think a lot of times too, some people have kids because they're bored. Like literally, they just need something to give them something to do in life. I mean, and that's okay. But they're not objects, they're people. I don't know, I say that a lot. Just as an adopted child, and I see so many kids being brought into this world with parents who don't even know if they want them. It's very sad. Ooh, this is spicy. Why don't you start eating healthy? Because I don't want to. I'm having fun. I can lose weight when I want. Don't really care. I'm young, I'm enjoying myself, and this is how I support myself as well. People always ask that, and understandably so. I totally get it. Look at what I eat. I've ballooned in front of everyone's eyes, but at the end of the day, I'm not that big. I mean, look at me. I'm not that big. Yeah, I have a double chin, but it's not like I'm thinner than half the people in Texas, for example, you know? And I'm not saying that's okay. I guess I am saying that's okay. Let me be how I want to be. Let people be who they want to be. If I feel like being fat, I'm going to be fat. Like, it's really not that big of a deal, in my opinion. I've always said that. Weight comes and goes. And it's 100% up to you to change it when you want to. I don't want to, so get over it. I'm not going to get skinny because you want me to. I will one day. I do think when I turn 30, I'm going to stop mukbangs, but that gives me 3 years to try to decide how I want to take a new direction with my channel. I'm taking it day by day. There's no rush. Any idea of where you want to move? Hi, Baked Betty. Washington State, Oregon State. Oregon. Do you get tired of eating unhealthy? Sometimes. Right now, no. Oh, I'm so happy I did this. I'm so happy. But sometimes I do. Do I have a husband? Yes, I do. What's your sexual orientation? Bisexual, mostly gay though. Actually, the other day I was watching straight porn. I almost said women porn. That sounds really weird. I was watching straight porn. Oh well. That's life. I do like both. I like guys mostly, but sometimes I'm in a mood for the opposite. Are you gonna lose weight yet, or is that a lie? Did I say I was gonna lose weight? Maybe. Here's the thing too. People click on random videos of mine from like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 months ago. They have no idea. They click it, they hear me say, oh, I'm losing weight. And maybe at that time, I did like a 2 weeks off. I used to only post once a week. Alright, I'm posting daily right now. Excuse me. I have taken breaks. Everyone asks me this. Jaylee5, she or he wants to know, will you ever go back to being vegan? I can't never say never, but you would have to take out a piece of my brain, chop it up, throw it away, and stick in a different piece of brain. And then I might be like, oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. With my experience and my knowledge and seeing those around me who were vegan and eventually stopped, almost all of them do, they develop issues. I don't think it's necessary. I don't believe in it. I think we are dominant creatures. We're predators. That's the way we are. Don't have an issue with it, take it up with God. But I can't just change my anatomy and the way I evolved in this body from millions of years, thousands of years of evolution, just because I tell my mind, well, I don't want to be this way anymore. Let me be a herbivore. No, that's just not. It's just, in my opinion, no. And I've learned the hard way. You guys know my story. So, no. I'm one of those people that really does preach, be who you want to be. But this also is really strong to me because I was such a, like, oh my gosh, this is my whole life type of vegan. And I have experience that 99.999999% of people on this planet don't have. Who goes vegan for years and years and years? Very, 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 very few people. Okay, it's so rare. So it's kind of like, this is my special. People talk about it all the time, but they don't do it, You should be vegan, but they're not vegan themselves. Or they went vegan for a week and they stopped and they said it was good because they felt good. But I'm talking about the longevity aspect of it. It's extremely rare in the grand scheme of things. Out of the billions of people, yeah. So I just have a lot of personal experience with it. Do you love having Arabic followers? Hi, Jasmine, I do. Excuse me, do you have a life goal? Oh, not answering that question. Ooh, do I have a life goal? Of course. My goal is to play my violin in a Broadway pit orchestra. Do you ever throw up your food? Steven, no. One time I did throw up because I was drinking alcohol and I was really sick and oopsie, but never deliberately, ever. Hi, Kiki Lit fam. She says, I just want to say I love you. Hi. Hi. Thanks for the support. Will you go back to Hawaii anytime soon? Justine, I wish. Hawaii is beautiful. What happened to Mr. Noodle? Hi, Brittany. Oh, Mr. Noodle. Oh, I have it on my notes, my to-do board. I was gonna talk about Mr. No. I got a video of him. I'm gonna wait for another mukbang because I want people to see it. A lot of people are gone by now. When will you be reunited with Nikocado? Hi, Candace244. I don't know when. Probably this summer. My favorite. We kinda, well, not really. Well, actually, no, that's private. Nick, shut up. I'm so open, sometimes I have to catch myself from saying stuff. When you dropping that tea video? You're probably already watched it by the time you're watching this. The most embarrassing moment of starting YouTube. What Trisha did to me was probably the most embarrassing moment of... I mean, I fart, but who cares? Everyone farts, but not everyone goes through what I went through. I burp, I cry, I have breakdowns, I eat a lot of food, I mess up, I quit veganism. I've done a lot of things, but they don't hurt me like that type of thing, what Trisha did. So, there you go. That's probably the worst thing. Like, to be completely honest, I'm thinking really hard right now. I can't think of anything that hurt. I was so hopeful. That's why I wasn't angry in my video that you saw on my main channel. I wasn't angry. I was serious, and I was going through it in my head, and it's just painful. I've grown a lot of thick skin since. If that were to happen to me now, it'd be whatever. I mean, I might huff and puff about it for a little bit, but I get over it. Actually, when I went to Los Angeles this past month, couple weeks ago, I was gonna collab with 7 people, only 6 of them ended up doing it. One person told me like a few hours beforehand, or like the day beforehand, that she can't come now. And, you know, I was really sad, and I was like, oh gosh, but you know what? That's life. I mean, and I've really grown thick skin now. Now, if that person also turns around and then starts speaking shit about me and making up lies and doing what Trisha did to me, then yes, then I would feel completely differently. That's where it's different. No remorse, no sympathy, no empathy, no fucking feeling. And it's not just one moment, oh, she had a bad breakdown. All those You Now clips you saw of her were months apart. This is how she judged me and felt about me. This amount of disgust and anger when I did nothing to her other than be so humbled that she even noticed me and talked to me, and I was so hopeful and excited. And I don't even know what the question was. Can you do a steak challenge? What's a steak challenge? Look, I ate all the noodles, but not all these. I'm so sorry. I'm eating them. I'm full now. Shoot. Have I ever tried El Salvador food? Never. I don't even know what that is. I know where El Salvador is. Not to be all depressing, but I was watching videos on Twitter last night of Venezuela. It breaks my heart. That's the neighboring country of Colombia, my husband's family. This country. And these videos were graphic and sad and just sad. The poor people. And ironically, they voted for it. It's just sad. People get lied to, people get misled, and then this shit happens. Would you ever have an adult site? Well, I know people have been asking me forever. I actually created an account last night, OnlyFans, and I'm a little timid, but I'm gonna start using it, so stay tuned for that. I'll announce it on my Instagram. Oh my god. But, you know, oh well. Coke or Pepsi? Neither. I like water. It's just water. Wait. I love water. Wait. I really try to stay away from soda. I don't enjoy soda. It makes me burp a lot. You're so handsome. Thank you. Aww. Why do you have such a huge love for food? Well, shout out to Tara Estanfandario. I don't know if I said your name right. I've always been a huge food lover. I've always been a big eater. I enjoy it. It makes me happy. Yeah. Do you have bed bugs? No, I don't have bed bugs, thank God. But I have experienced bed bugs once in my life, and that was in Guatemala. Very scary, very disgusting, and God, what a life lesson that was. I told this story many times, so you have to find those videos. I don't want to bore the people who've already seen it, but I was there for a few months, living on like $2 a day. Very rough, but it humbled me and really showed me how people live in this world. Other people have to live. You know, this is their lifestyle, so. Not the bed bugs. I mean, it doesn't matter how poor you are. No one wants the bed bugs, but it's just a reality for a lot of people. They were in our hotel. I love your belly. Oh, thank you, Avon. Are you ever worried about the food you eat, health-wise? Alan Vardy? No. To be completely honest, no. I'm young. I'm a guy. I'm in my 20s. I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, once I turn 30, no. This is probably not rational, but how do you handle hate from bullies like Trisha? Alexandra, well, I ignored it because I got bullied a lot. I mean, shit, like bully me, but it was intimidating me, and it was playing mind games. So that's a form of bullying. Picking on someone. So yes, Trisha bullied me. Deliberately picking on someone over and over. That's a bully. You know, it's one thing if I had done stuff to her and whatever, but I never did. How do I handle bullies like Trisha? I ignored for years until I had the strength to say my piece, and I did. So, oh yeah, I got bullied a lot growing up. I'm gay. I'm artistic. You know, I was that weird kid that used to like play the piano and play violin and the band geek, and you know, I was gay, so that already singled me out. A needle in a haystack. My mom said, ignore it. People do that to get a reaction. If you give them that reaction, they feel satisfied because these people are so bored or so lonely or so conflicted in their own emotions that they get entertained by seeing other people upset. It's almost this idea is like, well, I'm so fucking pissed right now that I'm gonna make sure this guy's pissed too because he's not allowed to be happy because I'm not happy. And sometimes I've been that, you can get in that way in your own personal, intimate relationships, right? You wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're in a pissy ass mood. Well, your boyfriend, he's gonna be pissed too today because that's just him. You know, like kind of like resentful, like a revenge type of thing. Ignore. That's what you do. You ignore. And I guess I found the strength. Honestly, I was just so sick of people asking about it. I was so sick. I mean, it just boggles my mind. 2.5 years, almost 3 years. Like, it just boggled my mind that people still think about it, people care about it. And, I mean, yes, it hurt me, but that also was quite an annoyance. I think people were also looking forward to it, not only me, but all of my viewers, and maybe some of hers, I don't know. So, what makes you nervous? Auditions. It's a mind trick though. It's really hard. It's like mental exercises that you have to do in order to achieve that audition with success. Does that make more sense? Oh, you just have to tell yourself you're doing great, even though you're scared. It's a mind game. I'll go into it later another day. I hated auditions though. They made me so nervous. Will you ever go to Russia? I don't know. Why are you so ugly? That's rude. How long have you been doing YouTube for? Well, I started out as a vegan vlogger. And I worked myself up over a few years. And, you know, it's rough if you want to be a YouTuber and you're just starting out. I mean, you know. So my husband and I moved to Colombia where it was more affordable and stuff like that. So I've been doing it for, I guess, well, the mukbang life, 2.5 years basically. The Trisha thing that happened was right at the beginning of it for me. So it was like 2.5 years. And then YouTube altogether, maybe 4. What made you what made you want to start liking boys? God did. God, whoever you believe in. Because I didn't decide. It just is. So. Have you ever heard of Manchester, England? No, but the other day, so I used to do Irish step dancing as a child. And I competed, and I did these little, they were called Fesh, which is an Irish step dancing competition. And I used to do these performances and these tours, and I had so much fun with it, but I just got this urge to watch people Irish step dance and bring me back to my childhood. That's what I did from the ages of 7 to 11, pretty much, I think, somewhere around there. 7 or 8 to like 10 or 11. I might have been 10. And that's when I started the violin, 10 or 11. So I love Irish step dancing. It's so fascinating to me. It's beautiful. It's very, what word do I want? Makes you want to get up and dance. You just watch it and you feel this rush of electricity through your body. It's amazing. And I was listening to the music and I was almost crying because it was so beautiful to me. I was like, it makes you want to go climb a mountain. It's so, I just love it. I'm actually gonna listen to it when this video is rendering. Oh, that's how I enjoy. That's what I do in my free time. That's how I enjoy myself. I like to listen to good music. I listen to and I watch people doing Irish step dancing. Just Worlds. I had a friend that went to Worlds, and anyway, Manchester. They had people from Manchester competing, and all the little villages in Ireland. And these people are good, very good. A lot of them are children too. How much do you weigh? 245 ish, give or take. Some days I wake up, it's 240, sometimes it's 250. It depends what I'm eating. I could be 8 pounds heavier based on if I've filmed a mukbang yet, let me tell you. All this food, plus I'll drink a gallon of water a day, you know. But, you know, 240s, 250s. Oh, and by the way, I'm 6 foot, so I'm kind of tall. Not super tall, but I know I'm like trying to justify over here. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm really full. I want to listen to Irish step dancing now. My dad was so proud of me. And they knew I was gay, probably. So when I was doing Irish step dancing, I didn't know that I was gay. But, you know, and not saying that if boys do dance, they have to be attracted to boys as well. I'm sure they get picked on a lot. But there's a lot of masculine guys that also like to dance. But it might be more common for gay guys to be into it than straight guys. And that's maybe not a innate thing. Can I have this cheese over here that fell off? Am I bet? That tastes like soap. This tablecloth still is soapy. Ooh. Oh my god, don't look at that. Ew, that's disgusting. See? This is why Trisha never wanted to clap. I mean, I can laugh about it now, but... Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. My dad was so proud of me. I remember I won first place in almost all of my competitions. Not because I was like super, super, super good. I was pretty good, but not like amazing, amazing. But also I was very young. Like, it takes years to get amazing unless you're like a prodigy, you know, something you're born with. And so the boys always competed against the boys and the girls competed against the girls. And there were very few boys in the competition. There'd be like 5 in my age group. So they divide you into age groups. So say I'm like 8 years old, 8 to 12 is the age group. There's 5 boys competing at this competition in York. And then the girls, there's like 47 of them. And y'all compete for places 1 through 5. Well, I always came in first place in all of these, and my dad was so proud, and he held up my medals with me, and he told all his friends at work, my son got first place in his dance contest, my son got first place in his dance contest. Yeah, and then my dad's brother came to take photos of me Irish step dancing. They were very proud. My parents were very proud of me. And also, again, you know, I said sometimes people make babies because they have nothing to do. And I mean this in a truthful way. Like, I think about my childhood and all of the shit I dragged my parents through. Every Christmas concert, you know, I played violin. I was a member of the honors orchestra, the district orchestra, the regional orchestra, the town orchestra, the city orchestra, my studio orchestra, my high school orchestra, blah, blah, blah. So I would have like 6 Christmas concerts. Those are 6 events that my parents now have to go to. Or, you know, I have you know, when you're, But I guess it's not a bad thing. A parent getting to live life through someone else. Like my parents, they're not musical. They don't care about violin. But all of a sudden they learn to like it. My mom can tell you what concerto I learned to try out for all-state orchestra or something like that, or college. She knows the Glazunov concerto. She heard me practice it a million times. You know, so they're introduced to new things, and it keeps life interesting, I guess. So, I mean that in a nice way, too. My parents, they're not Irish step dancers. They didn't want to do, I watched it on TV and said, Mom, I want to do that. And I begged about it, and I begged her. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be on TV. And I used to run around the house doing Irish step dancing. I used to skip and hop. My mom's like, this guy clearly has the drive. Let me call up, or did they have the internet back then? I don't know how they found shit back before the internet, but they found the local Irish step dance school, which wasn't very local. You know, it was an hour in the car ride. And they drove me there, and they got to meet the other parents who also had kids doing Irish step dancing. And it's kind of cool, beautiful in a way, when your parents get to experience life and learn about things they otherwise would have never learned about through their child, because of their child. So, Irish step dancing, violin, stuff like that. I mean, that was a big part of my life. I know I just listed 2 things, but those were big things. The competitions, the practice. Then I wanted to change violin schools. Then I wanted to change Irish step dancing schools. You know, I changed. So, yeah. Those were fun times, though. My parents were very proud of me. Are they still proud of me? I think so. The whole idea of being a YouTuber and doing mukbang, kind of, they weren't crazy about, especially when they knew how little money I was making. Especially for like the first 2-3 years. My parents were like, Nick, this is just not worth it. You're getting $150 a month. That's a meal at Red Lobster, bish. Like, what? You know, and they didn't discourage me. They let me do my thing. Well, I was, you know, I had moved out of the house by now. But even, you know, in the back of their minds, they knew I wasn't going to be like a world famous violinist. I'm pretty good, but I'm not like, I would have to get pretty lucky. I just didn't have the skills, you know, and I don't think they expected me to make a good living off of violin, but they wanted me to do what I wanted to do. And so they supported that. And I'm very grateful for that, because I got to experience so much in life. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I have some friends whose parents really pressured them to go to law school, and really pressured them to be a doctor, and really go into dentistry, going to be a technician, be a engineering, go into computers, go into politics. You know, things where there's a high demand, and, well, politics is kind of hard, but those other things I listed. And even though it would have made my life completely different, I wouldn't be sitting in front of you today, running my mouth and stuffing my face. I don't regret it, because I got to experience so much activity and so much forms of art, which was, I love art. I mean, I hear a beautiful piece of music and I weep. It's like an old lady, you know? I would look at a beautiful painting and I'm like, oh, I'll look at that painting for 20 minutes. I'm really weird like that. It's probably my genes from Russia. But anyways, I don't regret it, because, yeah, it all worked out in the end. Now I'm a YouTuber, and I'm doing still what I love to do. So I got pretty blessed, didn't I? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get going. I've talked long enough. My face is swollen. You can tell by looking at me. Whew, it's hot and steamy, because we're eating noodles and nuggets. I didn't finish my nuggets, but I got over them really fast. The noodles were my favorite. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow for another video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.